Hey guys, today's video is going to be very different. I'm going to be doing an anti-haul video. So if you guys don't know what this is, it's basically just a haul of makeup that I will not be purchasing. So many of you have been requesting to do this video for so long now, and I've been kind of avoiding it because I don't want this to be like a negative video, and it kind of is like a negative subject. I don't know, I guess I just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Like if you guys like any of these products that I'm about to talk about, I don't want you guys to think that they're bad products. It's just the reasons why I'm not going to be purchasing something. There's just a lot of things that have been coming out lately that I know I'll never use and I will not buy. Also, I do want to apologize that I haven't uploaded in a week. It's been so long. It's the longest I've gone in a while now without uploading a new video, and honestly, it's just because I've been in this like really weird funk. I don't know what to post. I have no idea what videos to film. I'm just in this really weird space. I am not feeling creative at all. Hopefully I'll get out of this funk soon because I absolutely hate when I get like this. Also, I do want you guys to let me know anything that you want to see from me. If there's any specific videos that you want me to film, I will definitely get those videos out there, and I could definitely use some new ideas. So if you guys are interested in seeing all the products that I won't be buying, then just keep on watching. Okay, so these aren't going to be in any particular order. It's going to be very random, but the first thing that I have is the Kat Von D Metal Crush palette, I believe it's called. So this is a highlighter palette. It's $36, and it looks like it has 3 shades in it. One shade looks like it's kind of like a lavender shade. Another one looks more like white champagne-y, and another one looks to be like a peachy gold shade. Honestly, the packaging is bomb. I love the packaging. I think it's really pretty. I don't know, when I look at this, it just doesn't like scream my name since I already have shades that look just like that. I mean, honestly, if I look in my drawer, I probably have 5 highlighters that look just like the first 2 shades. The purple shade is really pretty and really cool, but I already do have purple highlights that I really like. So this one's gonna be a pass for me unless I happen to see it in Sephora and I swatch it and it like blows my mind, then I might pick it up. But honestly, just from the pictures online, I don't think I need this palette at all. It's just something that doesn't call my name, I guess. Next thing that I definitely won't be buying is the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette. Actually, probably the whole Galaxy collection. It just doesn't really like impress me, I guess. I cannot stand the way the shades are like in the palette. I don't know. I have a weird thing about that. I don't like how they're in like diagonal lines, which is kind of stupid, I know, but that's not the reason why I'm obviously not buying it. The reason why I am not gonna be buying this is because it's a palette of all shimmer shades, and the shimmer shades just don't look that pretty. I did swatch them while I was in Sephora, and they didn't swatch good at all, and it really sucks because I do love Fenty Beauty, and I don't wanna get like ripped apart for saying this, but I don't like this collection. The colors in this palette too, the only ones that I'd probably ever use are the lightest blue shade, the gold shade, but I already have a million gold eyeshadows. It's also $59, which is so expensive for a palette. So don't kill me for saying that. I do love Fenty Beauty. This collection just does not do it for me. Yeah, the Galaxy collection is gonna be a no-go for me, sadly. The next thing that I haven't seen in person, but I have seen teasers online, and it's the NARS Narcissist Wanted palette. I believe that's what it's called. I kind of get confused by the Narcissist palettes, but this palette is also $59, which is just insane. I have a hard time spending that much on a palette, especially if it's something that I have basically already seen before. Just looking at the pictures and the swatches, first of all, the swatches of this palette didn't really look that good. I already have these shades, and I'm gonna be saying that about a lot of these palettes and products that I'm talking about today. There's not one shade in this palette that I don't have in another palette in my collection. It's just nothing new, I guess. The packaging is awesome. I do love how they did like the pixelated cover on it. I think it looks really cool, but it's just nothing that I've never seen before, so I am gonna have to pass on that too. Then I had to give the new Urban Decay Afterglow palette a mention. So this is the second Afterglow palette by Urban Decay. I do own the first one, and I did like that at first, especially when I put it on. I thought it was really pretty, but honestly, after having it for a few months now, I just don't grab for it. I don't ever find myself wanting to use it. Like I would never be like, oh, where's my Afterglow palette? You know, I don't grab for it. I don't think about it. I think it was pretty once I built it up, but I do remember when I used it in my first impressions video, it kind of took a while for it to get to that point of being like a blinding highlight, which even if this isn't supposed to be a blinding highlight, it could be a more subtle highlight palette. That's just not really my style. I love when highlighters are very dramatic and blinding right off the bat. And honestly, like the formula is a little bit powdery powdery. It's kind of weird. When you swatch it, it can look pretty, but then other swatches look really powdery and very like chalky almost. And I feel like some of the shades in the palette can come off looking like that on your skin. I just honestly don't love the palette, so I won't be going for this new one either. And honestly, looking at the shades, so there's 4 shades in here: ONS, Cliché, Wicked, and No Angel. They literally look exactly the same as they do in the first Afterglow palette. The only thing that I see that's maybe a little bit different is the Wicked shade is a little bit more of like a duller purple. In the other one, it's kind of like a brighter like pink purple shade, which is really pretty actually. They honestly just look the same to me. And it's definitely not my favorite formula of highlights, so I'm not gonna go for that one. I have enough highlights in my collection, to be honest, so I just don't need it. Then we have the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes. There's 3 that came out, and I'm not even gonna spend that much time talking about these because pretty sure this has been in like everyone's anti-haul. They're $125. That's way too much for an eyeshadow palette. I did spend that much on 2 Natasha Denona palettes. I think they were like $129 each, and I'm not blown away by them by any means. I did purchase the Lila palette, I believe it's called. Used that one in my first impressions video. It's pretty, but it's not like crazy amazing. But just looking at the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes online, the colors don't look like anything special to me. I don't care what people say about them. If the formula is amazing, the colors just don't look like they would suit me well in any of the 3 eyeshadow palettes. And I don't know, it's just really hard for me to spend that much on a palette. I think that amount is insane. Sorry, Pat McGrath, but I just don't think I can spend that much money on a palette again. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the brand new Benefit, I believe it's called, it's the Pearl Primer, or the Professional Pearl Primer, but it's basically like the sister to the Benefit Professional Primer, which everybody loves. I don't love that primer. I don't think it's a bad primer, but I do have very oily skin and it doesn't control my oil. It does make my pores look smooth and it kind of, I guess, diminishes the appearance of my pores, which is awesome, but it doesn't do a good job at controlling my oil, which is mainly what I do look for in a primer. The reason why I won't be buying this new one is because it's a radiance primer. Well, online it says that it has like a pink tone to it, like a brighter pink tone, I guess, to brighten the complexion. And it's really hard for me to imagine a radiance primer, especially on my skin. I do have very large pores on the apples of my cheeks as well. And I'm just picturing like almost like a luminous looking primer. And that does not look good on big pores at all. It will enhance your texture so much. So that's basically what I'm imagining when I see this primer. I guess I'm gonna have to wait till I see like everybody else's reviews on it, if it does work for oily skin. If it does, then of course I'm gonna give it a try. I think the packaging is really cute. I think the concept is cute, especially if you have dry skin and you need a little bit more of like a brightening effect. I think it'd be good for you, but just for me and my skin type, it just doesn't sound like it's gonna be a great primer for my skin type. Then I wanted to talk about the brand new Smashbox mini palettes. So these are little circular palettes. It comes with 3 shades in them. They're $22 a piece. $22 for 3 eyeshadows is actually a lot, and especially judging by the size of them, what they look like online at least, it's just a lot of money. And I did look at all of the different shades of the mini palettes, and not one of them really stood out to me, I guess. It sounds like mean to say that, but I just can't see myself ever grabbing for them. I guess it would be good if you don't own a lot of makeup and you travel a lot and you kind of do like the same eye look every day. I guess I'll have to see them in person and see if my mind changes, but looking at them online, not one of them catches my eye. Maybe I would go for like one of these 2 right here, but it's just like I already have those shades, so I just don't find it necessary to purchase these, especially for $22. That is half the price of an eyeshadow palette that has 20 shades in it. Yeah, that's gonna be passed to me, which is sad too because I do love Smashbox. I love all these brands, let's be honest here, but it just doesn't seem like something that is gonna make sense for me. Look at how red my neck is getting. Every time I get nervous, like if I talk about something that I think I'm gonna get like a backlash on, I get nervous and I scratch my neck. I also scratch my hands. It's so weird. So if you ever see this happening, that is why. Okay, so I think I only have 2 more things to talk about. Yeah, just 2 more things. So this next one is gonna be basically the same reasoning that I have for the Smashbox mini palettes. It's the Huda Beauty mini palettes. There's 4 that she came out with. If I were to buy any of these 4, I would buy the electric one because I love bright colors and I don't have a lot of them. The palettes are $27, I believe. But just looking at the palettes, again, I already have these shades in my collection, so why would I buy them unless it's for travel? Because I do like Huda Beauty's palettes. I love her formulas, so I could see myself buying the warm browns one for just traveling. But the other 2 for sure, the mauve one and the smoky one, I won't buy. I just don't see a use for it. I already have those shades like everywhere and I wouldn't travel with those palettes, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't buy those ones. Okay, I lied. So there's 2 more things I wanted to talk about. So the second to last thing is the Too Faced Sugar Plum Fun Set. So this is, it looks like a set of 4 like mini eyeshadow palettes. And then it also comes with a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, the eye insurance primer, and then a lipstick. So this is, what is this, $49, which is a really good deal actually for this set. So you are getting your money's worth, I think. But I already have like a ton of backups of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I already own the eyeshadow insurance, which I don't really like. But the palette just doesn't excite me. I've seen these shades way too many times. It's just your very basic like plum shades, I guess. There's nothing in here that I don't already own. I know I'm kind of repeating myself a lot, but that is my reasoning for not buying a lot of these things because I just have been realizing how big my makeup collection is and I just don't need it. I don't need all this new stuff that looks exactly the same as everything else I own, I guess. I do think though this would be a very good gift to give someone. I do think the palette is really pretty, but for someone like me that already owns a lot of makeup that looks like this, it just is not reasonable. But if you're looking for like a gift for someone, I think this would be a really good idea, especially because you're getting the mascara, which is my favorite mascara in the entire world. So you're getting that, a lipstick, and then the eyeshadow insurance, which I don't personally like, but somebody else might. And the shadows are really pretty. So I think this would be a really good gift to give someone, maybe for Christmas or something. But just for me, I just don't see a point in me owning it. Okay, and there's one last thing, and it's another palette. I didn't realize how many palettes I'm including in this video, and this is the Urban Decay Troublemaker eyeshadow palette. So this is kind of supposed to like go along with the Troublemaker mascara that they just made. Honestly, this palette just looks messy. I don't see any colors that really pop out at me except for this Relish shade. I do love those shades, but I have a million of them. The shimmer shades don't look like anything I don't own. Obviously the transition shades are like the same in every palette. And then this Clash, I'm confused by this because there's white and then black, and that just looks like a disaster waiting to happen. If you just so much as dip your brush the tiniest amount in the black shade, like on accident when you're trying to go for the white, your makeup's gonna be ruined. I don't know how it would be if you mix them together because that would be like a gray eyeshadow. So I don't know, I'm kind of confused by the middle thing. I think it's a cool concept. I think it's really cool that Urban Decay is kind of stepping out of their like comfort zone, I guess, and trying new things. But that just doesn't really make sense to me, to be honest. So yeah, definitely won't be going for that one. I'm so sorry, Urban Decay. I love Urban Decay. I can't go with that palette. Okay, so that is gonna be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, even though it was so different for me to do. I never ever do videos like this, so it's kind of weird filming this. I actually got a little bit nervous like talking about some of the things because I am not trying to like hurt anyone's feelings, like if you guys like these things. So I'm really sorry if you guys took it that way, but I'm just giving you guys my reasons for not buying them because I already own way too much makeup. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a big thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.